Dan Henderson is 34, 6'1", 199 pounds, 6'3" in pride. Yuki Kondo is 29, 5'11", 195 pounds. He's 1-1 in Pride Fighting Championships. And boss, it was 1 year ago at this very event that Kondo made his Pride Fighting Championships debut by stopping Mario Sperry of Brazil. I'm sure he'd hope for the same results this time around against the very talented Dan Henderson. Lots really at stake here, boss, because these two considered two of the top middleweight fighters in the world. And both, of course, looking to be a part of the middleweight Grand Prix coming up later this year.
Yeah, this is an interesting match. Oh, that was the right hand already. Hey, knees from Dan. Good takedown right away to the side mount. Oh, half guard. Oh, look at this. He's got a choke. He's got a guillotine. If he can put his hands together now, then he might finish it. He really should grab his hands together. Just stay in the half guard and pull. Push the hips down. Oh no, he doesn't do it.
There's a Kondo now looking to reach underneath the leg of Henderson, but Henderson, man, this guy,
he's got him.
Perpetual
He's gonna get
motion
him.
here.
He's gonna get him.
Got the choke, boss. You're right. What can Kondo do here?
I don't know. He's got to look to the left.
Pressure. There it is.
Yeah. Looking to
now
the left.
Full mount, and Henderson with that devastating right hand, known for his power here, and Kondo trying to win block.
Whoa, nice escape here. Armbar coming.
Kondo. And this is why they are two of the best of their weight class.
Wow. Very nice.
Tickler by Henderson, and now that right hand of his, and Kondo misses with a right of his own. Kondo says that Dan Henderson is a phenomenon when it comes to his wrestling skills, gives him credit for being very quick. He doesn't think he wants to shoot in on Henderson because he has so much respect for his wrestling technique. And now Henderson, boss, here with the, is it over-under or both underhooks here?
I think it's both under. Let me see.
No over-under there.
Yep.
And this could set up a takedown attempt by Henderson out of the corner.
Yep, a throw here to the left. Henderson, really good, of course, here with his wrestling. Let's see if he can get the takedown here.
Henderson was telling us prior to the fight that he wants to stand and bang with Kondo. Feels that he's more powerful, but there's Kondo with his balance there, positioning, and Henderson finds himself in the in the bottom, and Kondo's in his half guard. So Henderson attempting to throw their boss, and Kondo able to turn the tables there in mid throw, and now is in Henderson's half guard.
Yep, that means he studied his opponent. Most of the time, that's what it means.
Well, the scouting done by Kondo, knowing how important this fight is here at Shockwave. And he's coming off a big loss against the Pride World Middleweight Champion, Vanderlei Silva, although Kondo did win his last fight, that being in Pancrase against Evangelista Cyborg Santos. There's some Pancrase type strikes there, boss, the open palm.
Yeah, you know what? You don't want to hit the skull. If you're on close distance, you want to use the palm strike because the punch can travel longer than when you hit him with the fist, a closed fist. So it's more effect, more impact. Oh, he escapes there, goes to the side mount. Not good for Dan. But you know what? We've seen Dan escape this situation now many times.
Yeah, but Kondo also known for his devastating knee strikes from many different areas. But you're right, look at Henderson there. Very busy from the bottom, maneuvering, and now they are close to the ropes. Referee will be looking intently here. And as we alluded to, the referee will restart them in the center of the ring in the same position. Henderson does feel that he has more power than Kondo. And he actually thought that Kondo would have problems taking him down. We've already seen that that isn't the case. And now here, boss, looking for a side choke attempt. But look at Henderson, they're going with the knees from the bottom.
Wow, Kondo doing a great job here in controlling Dan. And he's got to escape.
Now he could go okay. It looked like there that Kondo could have gone for the arm there as well. And give Henderson credit, though, constantly moving from the bottom.
Yep, you see what Dan is doing the whole time. He's pushing Kondo down. You see this knee now? And now he's probably going to push him to his belly. He did that before. Because this is not good in this situation. He's got to escape.
No, and if Kondo is able, now he's in side mount, if he's able to bring his left leg around here, boss, and trap his head, he could go for far side armbar, but against Henderson and his submission defense, easier said than done.
Yeah.
But Kondo doing a good job of cross-facing. There's a knee to the head.
Yep. Yeah, he really presses this fight. And he said it also in the interview. He said that he's really going to go at it. He knows that Dan Henderson is in phenomenal shape, but he says, I am in such a good shape, I'm really going to press this fight. Oh, he's
now able to
right
into the half guard.
Good job there from Dan.
Oh, and a nice right hand delivered by Kondo. Henderson now looking to elbow solar plexus. And there's Kondo now, again, just a short right hand, trying to cross-face and smother Henderson, restrict the air supply here, but Henderson really trying to scramble underneath. But Kondo, again, on paper, very evenly matched, boss, and you can see it here that these two fighters, world-class athletes, and the referee calling for action.
3.5 minutes left in the first round.
Well, that's what Randy Couture is screaming. Again, he is timing it on his stopwatch.
Whoa, nice there. Good escape from Dan. He's got to get up,
Now
though.
they're on their feet. And the fans showing their appreciation, and this is where Henderson is at his most lethal. And Kondo now with some lefts and rights, and a knee.
Ooh, and that's to the liver.
And a tie clinch by Henderson, but unfortunately falls back to his back into the half guard.
Oh, yeah, Kondo's really pressing it. You see he's controlling. He's trying to control Dan Henderson's head with his jaw, with his own forehead. So he controls, he's pushing his forehead on Dan's jaw to the side all the time. And if you control the head, you control the body.
A couple of nice body shots delivered by Kondo. And now Henderson trying to roll to his right. Kondo here could pull out his leg. It's in, no, he's into the mount now, full mount. Got the hooks. Flattened out Henderson here, but Kondo now needs to create some distance. And the fans now chanting Kondo's name as they sense an opportunity here for their Japanese fighter. Oh, misses with that left, boss.
Yep, then better keeps his hands locked.
And that's what he has now.
Because otherwise, Kondo is going to do exactly what you said. Create distance, like a crossface. Pull yourself out, push yourself out actually, and then go for it.
Is there any danger of Henderson perhaps receiving a yellow card, boss? I know he's starting to work more. It's like even Kondo is he's not doing. There's sporadic action by Kondo. They're very close quarters here, boss. Kondo's smothering Henderson, and Henderson's content with that right now. He wants to keep him at close quarters.
Steps again into the mount position.
Again, those open palm strikes from the current light heavyweight pancrase champion. Final 60 seconds of this round. It's a war of attrition so far. It's a titanic struggle here between Kondo and Henderson, but look at Kondo again.
Yeah, Kondo is doing a good job right now. He's controlling from the top. This first round will probably go to him now.
Breaking down Henderson's defense. Henderson trying valiantly to scramble underneath.
Looks like he's going for a side choke here. He's got it. He's got a side choke. He's got to jump to the side now. He's going to the side. Oh,
good escape by Dan Henderson with less than half a minute remaining in the round. There's a kick by Kondo, and there you have it. And Henderson survives the side choke attempt in the dying seconds of the round.
Yeah, but you know what? We are not surprised, huh?
No, he's a very gutsy fighter, a former Olympian. And Yuki Kondo really pressed the action in the opening 10 minutes, boss.
Yep. A lot of people there in the corner from Dan Henderson. Let's go to the replay here. Nice shoulder shot. Look at that. Kondo, yep. Kept his balance, kept his body weight on top of Dan and drove him into the ground. Look at this. Nice exchange here. Whoa, nice knee. Almost went all the way up. Yeah, but round number one, I believe, is Yuki Kondo's round.
We talked about the middleweight Grand Prix, which is going to be held later in the year. We can tell you that the next time you'll see Pride Fighting Championships on pay-per-view will be February 25th when we present Fists of Fire. And if you want more information on Pride Fighting Championships, the latest news, information on your favorite fighters, merchandise, and DVDs, all you have to do is log on to pridefc.com as we await the second round of action here between Dan Hollywood Henderson and Yuki Kondo. You know, boss, you are into the Japanese culture and you know, the tattoos that you have there. Kondo fights with something that he calls Fudo Shin, which is immovable mind, immovable spirit. Well, what exactly does that mean?
It's that when he walks to the ring, he can separate himself from all the stress and all the other things and totally concentrate on the fight. It's strange because, like I said when we saw it, I have the Hiejo Shin here on my side of my hand tattooed. It's pretty much the same thing called a stopping heart.
You know, mental strength is one of the most important things to being a great fighter. Two of the very best right now going at it as they start to unload to kick off round number two.
Nice body shot there from Henderson, but look how Kondo reacts on everything. He's doing real good too.
Oh, nice high left kick delivered by Kondo. And Henderson appears to be a little wild with his strikes right now, boss.
Yep. He really wanted to do some damage in the beginning of this round. And most of the time when you attack aggressively, then, you know, there's not much aim in your punches.
You know, Yuki Kondo has done some great things in his career. He's the only man to knock out Frank Shamrock, doing so with a kick on a pancrase card back in September of '96. Only Japanese fighter to beat Pride veteran Sine Kakuta in MMA competition. He KO'd him on a pancrase show back in November 2003. There's an uppercut by Henderson. Now the tie clinch by Kondo, but now it's a body lock by Henderson. Takes Kondo down, and we'll see what Henderson could do now from top position.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
He's on side control now.
The corner, Randy Couture is asking for the knees. I hear it probably
the modified scarf position here now. And now he's going for the... Is it the armbar there? Looked like he might have gone for a key lock as well.
Which is an armbar.
North-south there. And there's an attempt at a knee. There's a nice knee delivered by Henderson.
And you see what he did. Kondo was looking up, and then Henderson pushed his head back on the mat, and then he kneed him. That's pretty cool, because it's not allowed to knee the back of the head. You see, that's why Kondo comes up.
Showing good ring presence, showing again that mental acuity.
Very good. Whoa, look at this. Oh!
Guillotine!
Does he have it now?
Guillotine.
No, he's to the side. It's not there. The only thing that Kondo now has to do is crossfade, and he's out. He should have caught at least one leg. And then the guillotine.
Nice escape there by Kondo. And now Kondo is doing to Henderson what Henderson had just moments ago done to the Pancrase light heavyweight champion.
Mount.
So it's fatigue now as we enter, well, the second half of round number 2, boss. Is fatigue becoming a factor for either one of these fighters? Because Henderson has been, the majority of the first round, struggling to scramble from underneath, and you know what kind of energy that expends. Who do you think is the more tired of the two at this stage?
I think right now Dan is more tired than Kondo. But you know what? Never ever count Dan Henderson out.
Well, we know that Dan Henderson, in his last fight, defeated Kazuhiro Nakamura via TKO when Nakamura injured his shoulder while executing a suplex. But he's been involved in some very exciting matchups here in Pride Fighting Championships, has taken on some of the world's best, is considered one of the world's finest fighters at his weight class, and tonight he's in tough against Yuki Kondo, as they will be brought back to their feet, and I think it's quite obvious.
Yep. And then,
no, actually, sorry, they're going to restart it.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to say it's quite obvious that Dan is tired.
Yeah, for sure, fatigue, but I also had to correct myself because I thought they were going to be back up to their feet, but yeah, no doubt about it that Dan is definitely breathing heavily.
Yes, up.
Nicely done, and the uppercut in the left hand. Now there's that right hand by Henderson, but Kondo responds in kind with a knee of his own, and now they're at close quarters. And Kondo just pushes Henderson away, and you can see it, boss.
Yep.
Henderson, not the Henderson we're used to seeing.
Nope. But you know what?
Oh, that's the Henderson we're used to seeing.
Very nice uppercut there. Yeah, and this is bad because if you show your opponent you're tired, then your opponent's going to get wings. That's what they say in Holland. And you don't want to have that, trust me.
Body lock by Kondo.
Yep.
Trip takedown, but instead Henderson reverses it. Nicely done into the half guard.
You know, Dan's saying, you know what, you did it with me in the round number 1. Now I'm going to do it back to you.
Henderson also has his arm, and there is the bell. Henderson did have his arm behind Kondo's head, but it's a moot point now as the end of the second round comes about, and as we head into the third round, boss, what are your thoughts on what we've just seen as the replay will come about shortly?
Well, what we saw in round number 2, actually, I don't know who's the victor here. They both did real good. Here we have the replay. Bang, kick from Dan, right hook from Yuki Kondo.
There's that left kick.
Beautiful. But then Dan really scored a right uppercut later on. Here also, from this point, I think, nope. He's going to score with that right uppercut. Whoa.
In your illustrious career, boss, was there ever a point where you respected your opponent so much that you were too tentative?
Oh, yes. Of course, I believe that every fighter had it in his life at least one time. You know,
And why is that?
No, because, you know, you said it before, styles make matches. You know, if you know that the guy is a real good wrestler, you're very tentative. Because if you throw a punch, in order to hit somebody, you have to close the distance. And that's exactly what a wrestler wants. You punch, you have to step in. At the moment you step in, they drop down and they shoot for a single or a double leg.
Okay, Henderson now in conversation with his corner. You can see him there. Team Quest, now Kondo. Henderson has already admitted to his corner that, yeah, maybe conditioning is a part of it, and not his physical shape, but more fight shape. And he was heard in the corner saying, I need to fight more often. And I think 2005 he will get his opportunities. But now, having said that, he's going to fight now in the third round, boss. And as the old saying goes, this is it. Do or die time. 5 minutes left. Both fighters, I'm sure, know what's at stake, and they are going to start unloading. There's Henderson. Whoa. Uppercut and a right.
Nice.
Here we go.
You see, you think he's tired, and then he just comes back like this.
But then again, is that desperation we're seeing? And then...
No, desperation is at the end of the round. You don't want to shoot you out here in the beginning of the round.
Well, it's interesting because we'll see what happens. He's still breathing very laboriously, and the pace, again, slowing down right away. And Kondo again taking advantage now. The combinations. Henderson misses with a wild right. Kondo now has him along the ropes.
Yep, who's going to get the takedown now? I don't think Yuki Kondo is going to throw him again, because then he knows that that is going to reverse it again. And the other way around, of course. Whoa!
Henderson able to take Kondo down now into the closed guard.
Now let's see what he can do in the guard and what Kondo can do in his guard.
Well, it's obvious what Henderson has to do, as this is the final round. He needs to work to finish, needs to create the distance as he did there momentarily.
That was good. The shoulder punch and then the one with the fist. If he keeps working like this,
oh, there you go.
He could get it. But Kondo, when he fought Mario Sperry, remember, he's going to put his feet on Dan Henderson's hips and he's going to kick him away.
Right.
So Dan has to watch out for that.
Kind of doing what Anderson Silva did there with his guard momentarily, but unable to fully complete the unique guard technique that we saw from Silva.
Now Dan is in the half guard. He should try to pull his right leg out and go for the side mount.
Start reining in those knees, because time is definitely becoming an enemy for Dan Hollywood Henderson here at Shockwave.
And he's going again for that guillotine, I think. He's just going to leave his hands there. Yep, he's setting it up. And now, when the time is right, he's going to grab his left hand with his right, and he's going to go for the guillotine again.
Could have almost gone for full mount right there. The opportunity presented itself.
This is the time. Yuki Kondo's jaw was up. That was the time for the guillotine choke here.
All right, into the final 2 minutes of this fight. And the referee bringing them to their feet, and Dan Henderson does not agree with the decision, and now he is going to receive a yellow card, as will Yuki Kondo, which is met with disbelief on the part of Henderson, at least. There's a takedown. Sorry, boss.
No. It looks just like Dan Henderson. This is not the Dan Henderson I know.
No.
Normally he keeps going.
And it will be interesting to see after the fight, and I know you'll have an opportunity to talk to him to see if perhaps there's something else at work here, because Randy Couture has been yelling out instructions, and you're right, this is not, we before the fights today, we watched Dan Hollywood Henderson against Ricardo Arona, and knowing that this, again, with the middleweight Grand Prix tournament coming up, we would expect a little more intensity out of Hollywood Henderson.
Yep.
But now we are seeing some of that here, as in the guard. Both of them now trying to scramble. They have to try to do something here. Final minute.
1 minute. This is the minute. He's got to do it all now. Full power.
He's blocking the mouth of Kondo. Now he stands up there going for the home run with that right hand. Misses. Now Kondo with the front kick. Knee there. Now Kondo and Henderson exchange. You can see that Henderson wants to unload his trademark right hand. But they clinch again. Takedown.
Ooh, on his head. Nice.
Beautiful move there by Henderson. Side control. Does he have enough left in the tank to deliver some knees, boss?
I don't know. 15 seconds.
Left arm here, boss, it's over.
You know what? Still, now, I think that Dan won the fight.
Well, again, in Pride Fighting Championships, it does go the adjudication process with the whole fight, and let's quickly do it. An effort to finish the fight by KO or submission. Who gets it?
In the last 2 rounds, you know, both of them. You look at this. Here, Yuki. Yeah, Yuki's going all over him.
How about damaging your opponent? Who gets it?
Also, both of them, I guess.
Standing combination and ground control.
Wow. You know, wow, this throw, one on his head. Both of them, it's a very difficult takedown and defense. That one would go to Dan.
Aggressiveness.
Both of them.
And the last one, weight differences, doesn't even play into it. So, okay, according to you, then Dan will maybe just squeak out the victory here.
Yep.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ三宅近藤、ジャッジ足立ダン、ジャッジ小林ダン。
Dan Henderson has just earned a split decision win over Yuki Kondo. And Boss Rutan, there's a reason, my man, you are the best in the business. Well done.
Yeah, but it was a split decision. They both did their jobs, but I just thought at the end of the round, yeah, and you know what?
We went through the judging process, and the way you called it, it probably deserves to be a split decision. So Yuki Kondo, a valiant effort, and really a split decision. Could have gone either way. Look to see both Yuki Kondo and Dan Henderson involved in what promises to be a very impressive middleweight tournament later this year. And boss, let's face it, if it's half as good as the 2003 middleweight tournament was, it's going to be one for the ages.
Oh, yes.